Yes, hello, welcome to Ivan Innocent One here on YouTube. Said yeah, Mexicano. One subscriber, yeah, try and subscribe to this channel. Now, young row together, and there are a number of things that you bet me. Your culture said the political education, yeah. Sabaya ye demystify the complexity of politics a year or chrome ha and a lot of people shy away thinking say politics belonging to a particular class, some a special class be a more right and the fans absolute power not to discuss or talk about politics. I'm telling you, sir, governance is a public enterprise. We all have a stake. So answer now being your stake, you need to understand all that is about and sana what may make informed choices and political decisions, whatever. And be part of this intellectual community and let's hook on. We are growing. We are now 26K. Very soon, we're about hitting 50K. So just try and subscribe to the page. I think that over the week, issues back can be a very topic. I'm a person can't because of certain things. The next strike, now a cause back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I think it's very important that you clarify a few issues be on various social media platforms. Mahusa manfo can say, oh, you say funeral grant nurses for a propaganda. You say Hight allowance and for a propaganda and a whole lot of stuff. And I'm coming to walk you through an official document, official government document. When nurses agree. I have a copy of that official document here. Very often I don't do this documenting because I'm not so whenever I'm going to where I don't like this document thing. But because of that, this is the official document that government and then nurses is signed here. Signatures. Nipa 4 people signed on this document. And what is contained in this document, so we can ya meant na baby nji achinja amfaso ni so. But what is happening is because issues in the bar public amanfo asha say ridiculous amanfo with funeral allowance and height allowance, now people are running away from it. But this is the official document, the package now, nurses government July 2024. Aban is signed here, a tias here, and komoko implement, This is the official document. Containing everything, the package, everything is here. And this is winyanya the benefit of going through this document to know the woman meant na baby in keka sabian semhunu. Sometimes assemble na won't ya makata say very often politics is a very complex thing. It's a podcast and then as for now person where entertainment wait me your comedy wait me we can talk sports and then as for but person where politics take your time. Making sure say you read to understand issues and sana abekwa abonti akotana camera ni makoka nsema waka the factual realities and underpinning issues you need to avail your mind to make sure say you really understand them so that in your presentation, because the whole essence of this thing is to educate the people of this country. Nti na me ka say nurses salary are bad, and not just nurses, government workers especially. But the other side of the argument is that people on government payroll are less than 1 million. Ghana are 33 million. And these people take about 70% of entire taxes in as for education. Think about it. So that is another that is a big red flag. And per negotiations, said the emolument structure, no, my culture said there is a problem, a huge problem, because the emolument structure is skewed in such a way, say, more public service or more, but they don't benefit. The people at the political class, some they wear money, a slip it to them, then as a form, sometimes, and making nonsense of people are more dedicated on more life, like nurses, doctors, teachers, police officers, and so forth. Abasa, oh yeah, Jumana, oh yeah, Jumahunu, and the amount for the Oya one as a form because the salary structure or the emolument structure in this country is skewed. But discussion in course back and forth, nurses, so why, maintain say obi Akase, let us pay attention to the emolument structure of this country and address the structural inefficiencies and the inaccuracies in the structure. Now, see, to me, getting a writer, we will save ourselves from this dilemma, these problems. Again, this allowance is under Dr. Sakushian government. Teachers Sakushian nurses, teachers Sakushia we negotiate allowances, because there is no cap on what can be included in allowance. You know, people come with whole lot of demands. So I have always suggested, there are risks and then as a form involved in everything. So government will have to design a comprehensive allowance, your friend is saying, program, and as a allowance, whatever, policy or whatever, categorizes the risk level of various workers in this country, category A, category B, category C, depending on the juma where we can place you and maybe I'll better be on a salary, the name come with it. When we do some of these things, doctors will not wake up a day and say, you hear we, you hear this allowance, nurses are sorry, here we, teachers are sorry, here we. And now base salary we need to improve. Now you take away all the allowances off the table. We can do that. The negotiations, not discussions. But the situation where at Rollins a time now I'm for them echo way or strike. Just a when people are going on strike because the base salary is a problem, any day I will support. But when people are taking the base salary, they are okay with the salary. But allowances, when you vacate post, it means salary you are okay with that. But when you are fighting for allowances, are vacating the post, when you are going to be paid, I don't know whether you get the argument. Sometimes make it nonsense of everything. So whenever the argument is on the base salary, we want improvement. Not all withdraw services, it makes sense. And over the years, your friend saying university lecturers now more can book research allowance and as for withdraw services over here away, but the big salary they are taking it. So I think in order to avoid all these things going into the future, let us develop this comprehensive allowance package. Categorizing various government way now. Making sure that this incessant back and forth with the government and allowances, and the sequence is highly unpredictable because nurses DSC and one was doctors beba. And again, the point with the nurses is it's quite unfair. Say obiba risking nurses just a human woman. I bet you said the risk involved and kasa, but the salary is very bad. So for nursing leadership. Ama enkora no mo abam no se be ya ombenya kokoduru atena mu no. And if you look at some of the things they are asking for, it's funny. And it's the reason why abaye ridicule as a man for ridicule because people have started running away from demands, Me who be you see your deputy PRO Desmond something say and you no credit. Say demands na nurses a demand a Hight allowance can home. Your friend is saying funeral allowance can home. This is an ignorant person. Package now more can once and when the nuclear knew that, but what the radio so can say. I have told you this is the official paper our government and nurses is signing on to. And my culture said 4 people signed the document. First one, Benjamin Atta, now Chief Executive of the Fair Wages and Salary Commission. Now another person who signed Alhaji Hafiz Adam, Chief Director Mo, that is Ministry of Health. Oba Nurses Society, GRNA no, Mrs. Perpetua Ofori, Ampofo, Mameya, Otizuma, or Tutumana Mamfoi, the signature na wahano, on the sign here. Then David, Dr. David Quantin Chim, General Secretary, GRNA. So this is the official document that July Akufo-Addo time 2024. No, they agreed with the government package in the I can't just say young nurses face a lot of challenges. There are a lot of problems that young nurses face. Omo hese, omo mpanimfo bedi obwanim na omo atoto niema ye na omo abenefit. Because some of the demands fuel then as a form of more some of the things the question is how many of the nurses at the lower level, no, and they benefited from some of these things. But but the crucial aspect in this end, there's base salary now, kasane ya dia. So we baby situation now bad. Majority of nurses. The last time I told you, so my classmate at Minomu University of Ghana School of Nursing, almost bad. I don't want to put a definite number on it, but Duduana or UK and US and they are all living. So you see, when you are a leader of the nursing association, you speak to government say because of the urgent situation at hand, because all the nurses are going, let us grant a special dispensation. Now you're making sure that the base, because people are going away all because of the salary is bad. Because salary, yeah, what is the point traveling to another man's country to go and do what? Because for me, Ghana is the best place if all things being equal. Aburuche na manfo eninya enije na manfo de tena ho eyensem pi but emunsem na ya omon kantia. So what who say a problem no, speak to government to grant nurses a special dispensation say be betime improve the base salary na nkasa say be ya. And now if you want conditions of service kobisa ade a sebi ebe mani paje watum, the mere fact that this document Akufo-Addo government agreed na omoje tu mo mo de come aban no does not mean say na the government was okay, because my culture say July Akufo-Addo government 2024 was very dirty government. Na the popularity is zero. Na they didn't, election was coming. They didn't want to drag themselves into back and forth banter with nurses. So whatever that was presented to them, no, they agreed. That is the reason why this particular package, was signed and agreed to. And a new government has come. I can't say barely 6 months in here. You can't banter with a government that is less than 6 months old. I say may cause strike. It doesn't make sense. Even if the demands now will make a very legitimate. And the reason why I'm doing this video, I hear some propaganda behind social media. First, my culture said the deputy PRO of GRN, say funeral and funeral allowance be account na yaman for na propaganda. Okay, my culture said this is the document. Oba baby the appendix approved rates of allowance for nurses allied in public health facilities. I don't know. I don't want to talk about the rest. Okay, so this is funeral grant. I don't know. This is the official document. Funeral grant. I don't know whether you see it. Funeral grant. And it says employee na nkasa. The friend saying 2,100 Ghana cedis. Okay. And okay. Yeah, 21. No, 2,100 Ghana cedis. That is the employee. So acquiring the spouse 1,400 Ghana cedis. And a child 1,400 Ghana cedis, all inclusive in one person. So in total, a married couple is entitled to 2,400 plus 2,100. So any propaganda NOB yet. This thing is contained in the official document. And you better on social media, changes a month for say you should get your fact right and that's for no. My culture say so I don't like this doing document thing. But whatever I say, many bases I will not say it. This is the funeral grant I womb. And again, me say component in the dorsum, but member bosso. I'm just mentioning part or modern number more propaganda. Say and kahon a man for na kofa shame. And about public embarrassment, people are running away from their own demands. Again, height or debt allowance. Height or debt allowance. And I was saying, and it says, say abrosino ye 30 to 40 meters. They should be paid 2 cedis, 80 pesos per day. Say abrosino ye 41 to 60 meters. I have 4 cedis, 20 pesos per day. Say abrosino ye 61 to 85 meters. They should be paid 5 cities 60 pesos per day. Additional 10 meters ebeka ho a eno so ye 2 cities 80 pesos per day. And to just imagine nurse ya or ye adwuma e wo Kolebu wo surgical ward me or surgical ward but wo dey floor 5 me dey floor 1. And every day bia you are entitled to 5 cities. They are down no. Nensan can be because oniabro science. So does it even make sense? So these are the inefficiencies and nursing leadership for no supervising. My culture say open one of the organizations the leadership here so poor pathetic nursing. The young people are very effective, very passionate and very dedicated. Young ones, taking risk. They are ready to work, sacrifice. But no are very dangerous people. And the poverty of reasoning in some of the demands of make bring to bear. And as I'm not buying, they are more granted interview or catch a man for say funeral grant and no crack. Abrosan so they are not and no crack. When the documents has been signed to by the president of GRND or India, catch or perpetua Ofori Ampofu. Documents of more sign ye appendix and break it down every single way. They say over time on you have call in allowance, calling doctors, and I know say they call them in nurses. I don't know how often nurses are called in for what. So you see, there are things that nurses here. For instance, it used to be say first we are nurse now the car. Within 5 years, I think that now we a chance to import a car for free because of the Juma we that thing has been taken away. Even doctors' own has been suspended. So we are nurse leadership now will make it demands. Some of these things and near man what the boys in Unkunai because young people don't want to drive to work. And most of them have ambition to buy cars. So when some of these comprehensive policy were not the bar, now funeral grant now will anybody even take you serious? Abro science or grant, does it even make sense for people to agree to? And these are the portions that I make. We've never said it anywhere. Said nurses in here improvement or be here working condition. And I've told you the salary is very bad, but because of poor leadership. Oko various ward na matron for no more no saa tete for me ba ha chefo no bi adwene nyina ya very archaic enkra no gisika kra na ya omo ya. I remember there was a time when students were taking allowances they were crying say sika no so do omo ba ward omo be dwe instead of fighting for the young ones. And a young nurse ebe ko facility say or ye na adwen say me kosua de aba betoa so a ono an young nurses ne be soretia no but doctors no obi the housemanship ko nyanya nwie they will support you to go and to advance because knowledge na wo kwa de abebo facilities no asema make me boa kasa me boa one kasa wo matron our facility no and be soretia wo because they don't like advancement they don't know innovation or no onim na wa mwako kwa na adwen say okoba wo salary be so chan no. Some of these cake mentality, kick in. You understand? But the young people today, have come to understand all this. Is the reason why I told you most of the nurses are diverting. Most of them are diverting. They are no more interested in this whole nursing thing. Why a nurse here we experience not the or the acquire eye nursing. But no that obi the call theater acquire anesthesis, or no be the acquire ophthalmology, or no be the acquire way, or be the acquire way. So almost say nipa 100 and the baby in nursing school. In about 5 years, or more almost still, or more nurses. Ebia no omu nduru. Your friends are 40 kra. Do na diverti free. Ko ward leaders and I say acquire cancer. And nobody want to go there. It's one of the organizations with the pathetic leadership and the way a manner they are conducting themselves at the national stage. Asema ba omo pe president na di nkomo or zoom no keka nsem hunu and said nsem efuna no mu ba the general secretary ni number bi interview kro mo ya chese omu disgracing young people no mo adwuma no ma omo yi omo yam so omo yi adwuma because only that baby oka. For instance, the business deputy PROT Peace FM catch almost say, oh, funeral allowance in propaganda. When I have shown you Nipano documents now all kasa no kra oh who ye na nim who ye. but or defend it. And Saturday who say even most of the nurses no call strike, they didn't even know what they were asking for. Who do you and we an interview no business say then ya na mujina so they didn't even know because the documents people are not even privy to near my home. I think things has to be not a human may attractive. So the young ones will stay. Young ones will stay. Because if they see that there is no future in it, all of them will go away. And it is incumbent upon government and the leadership. So be attractive incentives for them. Now be a nurse in was so school. Now matron in hospital for now now we have my own cop. Because koba just say oh dream how won't just here. And sometimes remember walk I want to be choose to say hospital you hear eye nurse into kokoye to when your eye nurse the end yeah. It's a barbaric way of thinking and as a form no. And those of you at the hospital, you understand some of these things. So I think you see, time has come. Young people in nursing leadership, should rise to lead. Don't allow these old boogies to lead you. They will lead you into a ditch. Because we a young person, now we're draining emotions out of you. Now we na president nekasana association young people should rise and lead this institution and save it from this public embarrassment consistently almost subject to you go to hospital incentives then as for doctors our hospital no internally generated fund work put and generate sika how nurses are benefited from go and check. It's so bizarre. So for me I think sometimes issue by is better you get to know the realities issues near my end up in what and son about carbon can be a what can be and yes you only end up embarrassing yourself. So I think that is the point I wanted to clarify here. So like I said, subscribe to this page and be part of this family. It's an intellectual community. We are growing. Continue to serve you with this passionate, unadulterated analysis. It has nothing to do with emotion. Fact. Thank you very much.